Alright, so it's time to eat up. You know, this diet really does suck, but at least I'm losing weight. How is everybody doing today? It is Jason, your fat burning coach, and I hope you don't end up like our friend Jimmy over there. But today we're actually going to be talking about how you can eat what you want and still burn fat. A lot of people go about their diet a totally incorrect way. What most people do when they decide that they're going to go on a diet or they want to lose some weight, they want to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds. It's time to kick all the junk food out. It's time to eat nothing but salads the entire day and make sure that we're always eating as little as possible to make sure we burn off as much weight as we can. And it is just not a good way to lose weight. It's also not a good place to be mentally because it's going to be very, very stressful to you. It's going to put a huge tone on you. And I know from experience personally, and I also know just from other clients that I've trained as well, how being overly restrictive actually makes the diet a lot harder, and it makes it where it's very, very challenging to stay consistent for the rest of your life. If you are an athlete or a high level competitor, you do want to eat certain foods and make sure that you are giving yourself as much nutrients as possible. But even with that phase, you're still going to want to go out to eat with your friends. You're still going to want to have some drinks here and there. You're still going to want to treat yourself. So I created a methodology of you can eat what you want and still burn fat. But of course, as sad it is for me to say, it is a little bit too good to be true. And in order for you to follow this, there are some guidelines that you need to have in order to follow this regimen. Firstly, we're talking about the how, right? How can you eat what you want and still lose weight? Well, firstly, you gotta have at least 2 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. That is going to cover your micronutrients. It's going to cover all of the health benefits that you need. That is for appetite control, and it's for your micronutrients. The second is that you're getting at least your body weight in protein. So if you are a 180-pound male and you want to get down to 160, you want to be eating around 180 grams of protein to start off at. If you're way on the overweight side and you have 50 plus pounds to lose and you're very, very overweight, you have a lot of fat, you don't need to necessarily eat that much protein. You basically want to go about lean mass. So if you're a guy that's like 250 and you know that you need to get below 200, you could probably work with more around the 200 range. You don't have to go that extreme with it. Making sure that you drink a gallon of water a day for proper hydration. It's going to make sure that your metabolism is up to speed. It's going to control your hunger. It's going to give you the energy that you're going to need while you're burning fat in order to get through your day. And it's going to be very, very important and very healthy for you. That's going to also help making sure that everything digests properly. That also goes back to the fruit and vegetables as well, all the fiber. You want to make sure that you're having enough fiber in a day, and that will definitely help get you covered. Your calories are being tracked, whether it's strictly through like MyFitnessPal or whether it's just kind of like rough estimate, like at least knowing where you are if you're a little bit more experienced. If you're not so experienced, I do recommend that you become a little bit more strict so that way you can learn what kind of food has what kind of calories in it, and you'll always be able to have that knowledge for yourself as you go down your life and making sure that fitness is a part of it. So you do need to keep an eye on the calories. Because if you're eating what you want and you're just eating in surplus, unfortunately you're not going to burn fat. But that doesn't mean that you can't have ice cream and burn fat, Now, we're also going to talk here that you need strength exercise. You need resistance training, you need to build muscle, you need to build strength in order to keep your metabolism getting faster over time because of the new muscle tissue that's on. So you want to make sure that you're strength training as well. Now, why do I suggest this? Why am I suggesting this to clients? Why am I suggesting this for you guys to go and do? Well, it's a much better long-term solution. Most people that look at their diet, they look at a very short-term solution. I want to lose 10 pounds in 10 days, or I want to lose 10 pounds in a month. Okay, so all I need to do is have 3 of these shakes a day, and I'll lose 20 pounds this month.
Hi, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you today?
Yeah, can I get, everything? And unfortunately, having those type of goals, it just doesn't really work as well as you would want it to, because unfortunately you're going to gain the weight back after you lose it because you're not engraving constructive habits. You fall back into your deconstructive habits, unfortunately. So we need to look at more of a long-term solution. Having balance, and the second thing and why, being in control over your long-term solution is really what's going to give you the best result. Because now 6 months down the line, let's say you lose 20, 30 pounds or 40 pounds even, you know confidently that you're going to be able to keep it off, and that's exactly what you want. It's also way more enjoyable because it's not going to be super strict, and because it's more enjoyable, it becomes more motivating. You're going to have more motivation and actually to stick to what you're doing. Because if you can still manage to follow these guidelines, and we're going to actually talk about where would you implement this rule into your life in order to have fun, right? Drinks with friends. You want to go out and have some beers with your friends. Maybe you want to have some margaritas, Look, margaritas, there's a lot of, especially in alcohol, there's definitely a lot of calories that can add up, and it's going to be very, very hard for you to manage calories with your alcohol. If you do it every once in a while, though, and you do it under control and you understand the consequences and the calories that you're getting, you can fit it into your lifestyle where one night of going out to drink a week isn't going to kill you. It's actually going to be just fine. You're not going to really see that much slower result unless, of course, you are more of a high-level physique competitor that is in preparation for a show period or something like that. Dinner with family. You're going out to dinner with your family, you figure out how many calories are over there, and you make yourself flexible. That way you don't have to meal prep and eat everything out of Tupperware and eat nothing but chicken and broccoli or lettuce in order to lose weight. Or if you're following Shakeology, you don't have to just drink protein shakes all day in order to lose weight. You can enjoy yourself. Maybe a birthday party comes up. It's someone's birthday. You want to have a slice of cake. You want to enjoy a nice slice of ice cream cake. You can do that. You can track the calories, know that you're in a caloric deficit still, and enjoy that piece of cake and still burn fat. And then, of course, you want to be able to treat yourself, right? And I know I like to treat myself. I like to treat myself to some ice cream almost every single night, whether it's just regular ice cream that I just get at a fast food place, or I just get an ice cream tub and I have some ice cream within reasonable portion, of course. Sometimes I make my own version of ice cream, I'll make nice cream where you freeze up some bananas. That's always good. And I also will have Halo Top having protein ice cream as well. So I figure out ways to treat myself and for it to fit into my diet. And that's what this is all about, guys. It's to help you get the idea that you can eat what you want and still burn fat as long as it's under control. Now, I understand that this may be a little bit confusing, so I would like to actually invite you in to chat with me one-on-one. So let's say you're looking at this video right now and you're wondering, well, Jason, how can I put this into my life? How can I create actionable steps in order to actually make this something that is part of my life and not just something information that I'm learning, right? So if you're watching this and you take a high priority on actually taking action on the information that you've just been given, I would like to invite you into a chat. So all you have to do is click the link below or in the description, and you'll be able to see a link for my booking times. You're going to click on that, okay? You're going to figure out a time that works best for you. You're going to submit that, and you're going to confirm an appointment with me. And then you're going to be taken to a little bit of a pre-session questionnaire. It's going to ask you a little bit of questions about your process and what you've been doing and where you want to go, and I'll see if I can help you with that. Whether you want to become a client or not, it's all up to you, but I just want to give back to the community and really make sure that you guys are finding an applicable way to use this information. So if you're interested, go ahead, click that link below, schedule your call before the times run up. because it can be a little bit of a hasty fill up when there's a lot of people out there trying to burn fat. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys found this enjoyable. And this is Jason, your fat burning coach, signing out.
Man, fuck that diet, okay? It's just too hard. I'm never gonna lose this weight.